All right. Ooh, let me put my little thing here so you can't see me right now as I'm getting everything set up. Hello, welcome. This is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan. Let's see if I did this right. If anyone out there, Produce Not Pills, you are here. All right, here I am. Welcome. I did it right. I always feel every time I start a live stream, I always feel like I did something wrong. I don't know why. I guess it's just the way YouTube's live streaming pages. It's kind of weird. But thanks for joining me here on a Friday, and I'm sorry, Sunday, 7:06 Pacific Standard Time. If you're watching live, if you're watching afterwards, welcome just as much. I usually leave these up for a few hours on our homepage. And if you get the link, if you're subscribed, if you get a notification, that link will work always. It'll just be unlisted. No one will know about it except for you and me here. Hey, Tracy, the moderator, is here. Tracy's been so hardcore working with Angie. They've been on like Zoom nonstop, seriously, all last night to like 11 p.m. or more later last night, and then they're on this morning finishing Angie's book. I'm telling you, it's we're gonna probably tomorrow, Monday, email it to the printers to get published. So just letting you know, Angie's been working hard, and so much thanks to you guys. Can thank Tracy, the moderator, for being so generous with her skills and time, helping Angie just get the final touches. And Tracy's like a professional editor of sorts too, so that helps out. So I did my little bit. I helped with some proofing into, and we're just about done there. Angie's putting some like page number touches on there. So yeah, Angie's new book, The Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook, will be out shortly. We'll go to the printers probably tomorrow, and I don't know what their turnaround time is, but maybe we'll have them a week or two or so from now. So we will see. Hopefully it could be done that quickly. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for joining here. Tracy, what he says? Yeah, the book is super awesome. I have to say too, it looks like Keep It Carb Baby, but just like way more professional. So if you like the look and feel of Keep It Carb Baby, this takes off from that, and I think you guys are going to be very, very pleased. It's just I think an overall easier to use, easier to make recipes with Tracy's help. I think she's gone through and offered some suggestions if you guys have like pressure cookers or other ways of making it. So I think even Tracy left some suggestions if you want to put in like garlic or onions. Am I right there, Tracy? Let me know. I haven't read through all the recipes yet. I think you guys are like a very versatile book. So we'll have it out maybe for pre-order. We haven't figured out if we just want to have it out for like when it comes out or put it out for pre-order. We'll get that all figured out, the how to make it available to you guys. First things first, production, get it produced, get it to the printers. So anyway, thanks for joining, guys. So we have a question from someone, the Smart Eye Law. Fish is vegan, right? I'm surprised you got that message through in all caps. Usually it doesn't doesn't go through. But anyway, no, fish is not vegan. Fish is an animal. It's a sentient being that wants to live. It had a mom, has a face, not vegan. So yeah, if you're someone who's eating fish and no other animal products, they are what's commonly known as a pescatarian. Just putting that out there. Yeah, I mean, and I'm not dissing that. Pescatarians are cool, and I'm not bagging on pescatarians, but yeah, they're not vegan. Just to make the definitions clear there. Cool, Peter. You guys will hear when the book is out. It'll be all over. That's all we're going to talk about for a while. We're talking about all through the holidays and all of January. Let's see, JR. Am I still best friends with Duran Ryder? Hey, I was never best friends with Duran Ryder. I met him once at a Fruit Luck meetup in LA in 2012, and then at the Woodstock Fruit Festival in 2013. Just chatted with him a couple times, and then he stayed with like Mr. and Mrs. Vegan in like 2015 or 16 in Brentwood, LA, and I never really saw them. That's like 20-30 minutes miles from here, and he didn't hang out with us. So it's funny how you ask for a best friend. Yeah, well, he's just one of the early people, the early like kind of vegan channels on YouTube. But yeah, we were never like bros or anything like that. I mean, there's people I've hung out with way more often, way more time, more hours than that, Anyway, but yeah. Yeah, just let you know, if you type in all caps, Streamlabs which I use as the bot to moderate our chat, will time you out. And Tracy, our moderator, will time you out too. So thanks, Tracy, for that. Speaking of Streamlabs, I have the link there for you guys. If you want to leave a super chat tip on Streamlabs, it's really cool. I've tweaked it a little bit more. It leaves cool sounds, cool messages. If you tip over $5, not only does it speak, the robot, speak to speech to text, that's what it called, will read your message aloud. But Streamlabs doesn't take a penny, not a cut whatsoever of super chat tips. Just so letting you know there, if you want to make one, I have that. I think I've finally figured out how to use it pretty well now. Not good as Vegan Gains uses it, but I think I've kind of figured it out now. Gabe, I see your question there is held for review and we're not going to read it. I don't know if you're being serious or if you're joking, but I'm going to keep it hidden there. Let's see. Let's see. Remove that question, Gabe. I have no idea why you're asking that, but I don't think eating, going vegan or going 80 diet will alter the mass of any part of human or female genitalia. Okay, just putting that out there. Marco-san, well, thank you. No one really ever calls me that, so cool. I'll take it. Let's see, Johnny. How is my training going? What you've been doing lately, and do you drink alcohol at all? I've talked about this before. I've drank alcohol maybe on average, maybe once a month at most. I can go a month or two without having any alcohol. But maybe then like in 1 month I'll have it twice or something like that. So maybe around once a month at most. Training's going cool. I'm just trying to stay in shape, trying to keep my flexibility and strength and explosiveness for basketball, for slam dunking. So yeah, I got my home gym. Did you guys see the video of our home gym? I think it came out like a week or two ago, so check it out. Really low key. It's all in our garage. I was just out there today. I'm out there pretty much every day. I almost went running today, but it's windy as F, man. Like 20, 30-mile wind gusts. It's just horrible. So I said I'm just gonna go into the garage today and work out. So anyway, Marco, what's my opinion on vegan eating and hair growth? Funny you asked me, because there's anti-vegan channels who have made videos making fun of me, a guy in his 50s, for being vegan and losing his hair. I mean, come on, guys, take a look. I mean, I think I'm doing all right for a dude in his 50s. But as far as hair growth, it's not a problem. I need a haircut so bad. I mean, my hair grows like a freaking weed. Summertime, wintertime. I need Angie. I need to stop. She needs to stop writing Keep It Carb Baby, or the next follow-up, Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook. I need her to just be done with that and then give me a haircut, because my hair won't stop growing. But I'm saying if you're bald or balding, which is totally normal for males, going vegan or any diet shouldn't change that. That's genetics. I see vegan friends of mine who are bald, and they have brothers who are not vegan, and those brothers are also bald too. So as far as like preventing hair loss in that regard, probably won't do much for you. But my hair grows like the weeds, like a weed basically. Oh, windy too in Santa Barbara, Diana. I'm not surprised. I know it's just blowing all over Southern California. Gabe, you like my debunking videos? Cool. I need to make a debunking video. Any jerks out there I need to debunk? Let me know. I've been kind of out of touch for the past couple weeks. Got a roof worked on the other week. Just crazy, political week here. And just finishing up Angie's book this weekend. It's just been really crazy. Anyone that needs a good debunking, let me know and I'll take a look at it. Let's see. Let's see, Iron Gamer. What do I say? I think I see your questions going about an endless loop about insects dying to grow plants for vegans. Well, the fact of the matter is most plants are not grown for vegans. Most plants are grown for animals, livestock who feed on, like, say, corn and soy, the grains that are fed to, for livestock. Secondly, if we're excluding livestock, most plants are grown for non-vegans. So you can't say, all vegans are killing all these bugs. No, it's your freaking livestock they're growing all the food for the friggin' livestock that are killing all these bugs. And furthermore, nothing about veganism says you have to be perfect, like there's absolutely no harm whatsoever. So just tell them it's just. Let me see what Peter said here through Streamlabs. I tried to make the font better yesterday. Watched the premiere on YouTube. Oh man, so quick there. I got to make that duration last longer there. I'm still tweaking out the Streamlabs. I'm getting it. So let me get to your message there, Peter. I'll read your director of Earthling, and there was a Q&A, and it was with the director and some other people. Okay, cool. I'm glad you guys found that. Oh, am I frozen here? Okay, so it looks like I'm cool. I think I'm cool. Okay, well, cool. Well, I'm glad you guys were able to find that, because that's a horrible situation. How a peaceful older female vegan activist protesting outside of a slaughterhouse, and that happens here in LA. And when the trucks came by with the cow, she went up to give it water, or pigs, I forgot which it was. And it happens here in LA. We have a pig one here, Farmer John's, and people go up to give it water all the time, because the animals are usually left to dehydrate before slaughter for some reason of efficiency of some kind. So anyway, just trying to be compassionate and give it water, the animals water, and gets ran over intentionally and killed. So yeah, it's yeah, I guess remember, if you're doing anything like that, be really careful, because there's some just effed up people out there who have no compassion. Animals, humans, none. Andrew, we'll go back to hair loss. What about hair loss? Yours is thinning. Well, I mean, that's just normal. I mean, there are reasons why people's hair can fall out. I've seen this on, like, when I watch videos about like people in cults and starvation diets, and they're not vegan or anything like that. People are undernourished, malnourished. Yeah, all sorts of bad things happen to them, like hair loss or hair thinning. Assuming you're not doing anything like that, vegan diets are not associated with hair loss or hair thinning. Mine's growing like a weed. You can find my non-vegan friends who are my exact same age, or guys who are my exact same age who are not my friends, like Joe Rogan, born 10 days after me, not a lick of hair on his head to be found. So I'm just saying going vegan shouldn't affect your hair. If you're going to lose your hair naturally through your genetics, that's what's going to happen. Yeah, veganism can't, it's not some kind of miracle cure. It's it's just a way of eating. Naya, did I skip your question? Just ask again, guys. I'm not trying to diss anyone. There's just, so much my finite human brain can do. I have the link down there to Streamlabs. You can leave a super chat tip there, and they don't take a cut whatsoever. Links down there in Streamlabs, or you can just leave one through the normal YouTube super chat. It's all good. They take a little cut though, and that's for sure will get your question flashed in front of my face, or you can just ask again. But either way, yeah, it's all good. Just letting you guys know of your different options. Okay, you can't believe that Joe Rogan was fine in the 90s. Like, fine in what sense? Like, fine and like doing okay, or fine like, attractive fine? But I mean, it's understandable. I mean, that's like what, 30 years ago? I mean, yeah, we've all, guys that were born in 1967, we looked a little bit better in 1990. The healthiest non-dairy milk, I mean, I don't really rate dairy milks by like healthiest or anything like that. I mean, I just try them all, be it, oat milk or almond or rice or flaxseed milk, whatever. I really don't know which one's the healthiest. I don't know if there's been any studies that figured out, hey, this one is the healthiest. I'm not making fun of your question, but I mean, I don't think any of them are unhealthy or anything like that. I guess maybe some might have more nutrients than others, if that's how you're judging healthy or anything like that. But yeah, just check them all out. We have different opinions here. Some think Almighty thinks almond, Sunny Pepper thinks soy milk is the healthiest. Yeah, okay, so Johnny, we're back to Joe Rogan. He definitely wasn't bad looking in the 90s, for sure. Yeah, you see him, yeah, he looks, it's funny how people say I've aged rapidly, or anything like that. I mean, if you look at me in the 90s, I don't think I've changed horribly much, but Joe is a super radical transformation, in those 30 years. So are we going to blame that on his diet? No, just what happens to people. It's just silly how these non-vegans, if something happens to you over time, if you age over time, they'll make a video about it, about going, how about Joe, born 10 days after me? He's changed more than I have in that time. So I'm just saying, if you're vegan, make sure you're absolutely perfect, or some idiot's going to make a video about you and complain. All right, so okay, well, all right. So, Bob, you think Rogan's head and jaw shape and body has changed due to his steroid use? I mean, does he really use steroids, or is he doing the testosterone replacement therapy? As I've said many times, he gets injections in the butt on a regular basis to get testosterone levels of someone like, in their late 20s, early 30s, which I have naturally, as I showed you guys on my blood test from eating a healthy vegan diet. And that, I'm not like some freak of nature. That's quite common. Guys who have who are on plant-based diets typically have higher testosterone levels than those who are on some kind of super like low carb, high protein diet. All right. All right. So anyway, that's what vegan bodybuilders have been telling you, Bobby. Yeah, because like the word steroids is often like used as a catch-all. It could mean any number of different substances, right? It could just mean testosterone. And is that a steroid? Not technically. It's a hormone, but it can be used as a steroid-like effect if you do high doses of it. Joe just maintains he just wants to have the levels that I have, like someone, not me, but like a 30-year-old's levels. So anyway, I've never heard of him being on like steroids other than testosterone, but totally, totally possible. I wouldn't be surprised the slightest bit. Let's see, Gabe Bertata, thanks for the super chat tip there. What's that? Vegan strongman, crush tiny meat eating man. Who are you talking about there, Gabe? Which vegan strongman? Are you talking to like, Patrick Baboumian? He was like, giving Joe Rogan crap, challenging Joe Rogan. And I saw that just a second ago. I didn't hear the ding though. Let me check it out here. Bionicle. I didn't hear the song play, the little ding for Bionicle. Let me read your super chat tip there. And thanks for donating through Streamlabs, which I said is my preferred method since they don't take anything and I can actually do more. There's more, ways for me to customize how it all sounds and looks. Let's see what your question here is, Bionicle. Hey, Ryan, you helped me turn vegan over 2 years ago. Cool, awesome, Bionicle. I was just wondering, what do you do for iodine? Do you take some sort of seaweed? I used to do dulse, nori. Yeah, it seems like the vegan consensus is to get it from seaweeds, not supplements. Yeah, I'm not a medical doctor or anything like that, so I'm not going to tell you what is the best way to get iodine. I'm sure if you ask, like, say, Dr. Garth Davis or Dr. Greger, you'd get a different answer. I'm just telling you what I do. Maybe I should be listening to them. I've never really sought that out or asked them or anything like that. But yeah, we what you're just talking about there, yes, different seaweed type plants. Quite often. In fact, in Angie's upcoming book, which we should have out in weeks, Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook. Yeah, there's some sushi nori rolls in there, right, Tracy? Help me if I'm wrong. But yeah, we eat little seaweed snacks from time to time. Yeah, if you saw the Snack-ageddon that Angie and I did back here on the couch, 2 weekends ago, we were eating some seaweed products. I forgot which ones they were now, but yeah, that's what we do. We just try to get a regular flow of seaweed or sea products. I almost called it seafood again, because to me that's seafood. Like fish and that's not even a food option. But yeah, we don't do anything beyond that. And see what Trace is saying. Yeah, nori rolls and in the Angie's upcoming book, nori rolls and a couple recipes that have dulse too. Yeah, we put dulse in certain. I've put dulse like either in flakes or like little bits of it, strips of it in food too. That we recipes we make here. It's the hexacorn. You just put dulse powder in my smoothies. Yeah, I agree with you, Tracy. Fish are our friends. They're aquatic friends, and they're not. I don't even look at them as food. They're friends. So yeah, we just try to get these aquatic plants into our diet on a semi-regular basis, and I think we're cool. I don't even know how to get an iodine test. Any of you guys know? Let me know. That's probably why I haven't really researched it. Is there a way on a blood lab to say, hey, can you test me for iodine? And is it really expensive and rare? Is it standard? Because I've never seen that on any blood panels that I've looked at, so I'm quite curious. Vicky, do we ever do fan meetups? Oh, yeah, we used to. We haven't done one in quite a while. It's kind of ironic. We were considering doing one again this year. That was earlier in the year before COVID, so that shut that down. But yeah, we should do some again when the world can open back up safely again. I guess we started getting spoiled when there started being all these vegan festivals. We just would meet up with people there. So yeah, that'd be cool. We used to do them here in Long Beach and in some of the parks here. So we should do one again in the future for sure. Get some more water here, guys. See, Johnny Bravo saying all steroids are male hormones. Well, I was not aware of that, but it shows you I really don't research steroids or steroid use all that much. So I'll take your word for that, Johnny. I'm sure with the sport you're not that you do it or anything. I know you're natural, but I'm sure you're much more aware of that being a bodybuilder. You know. Okay. Bobby. Ryan, what about this iodine talk? You make it sound like B12. Not sure you're getting there, Bobby, but I mean, it's B12 is different because I actively seek out like B12 supplements, or my the duckweed I take has B12. Iodine, just something I kind of don't even really think about. I just eat like seaweed products, nori, dulse, all that kind of stuff, and I just, when I'm eating it, oh cool, I'm getting iodine, I guess, but I don't really worry about it all that much. Maybe I should, but like I said, if there's a way to tell me how do you get tested for iodine? I'm just really curious. So what else you guys talking about here? Yeah, Natty Gang. Yeah, I'm full natty, man. Full natty, no steroids, no nothing, no, I don't dye my hair. Same with Angie too, nothing. We're the full natty gang here. Hey, the dark vegan, how's it going? So yeah, I'm just generally aware I'm taking it by Bobby. Yeah, I mean, I don't really, I just kind of joke with Angie. Hey, we're getting our iodine when we have some like nori or something like that. I know it's half joking and it's serious too. I'm saying a true fact, but it's not something, I'm really all that concerned about. Maybe I should be, but like I said, if there's a way for me to measure it, that'd be awesome. Let me know, how do you get a iodine test? Is that something I can get like on a LabCorp or a LabQuest, whatever those companies are, Quest Diagnostics, and go get a lab panel that includes iodine? I really don't know. Forever Yours, how to get my vitamin B12. Bunch of ways. I mean, easiest way is a sublingual supplement that I used to take a few times a week. Lately, I've been getting it through my, let's see, let me go over to my web browser here. Lately, I've been getting it from, where is it? This stuff here, the Clean Machine Green Protein. When I first started taking it, I had no idea. They had no idea that there was any kind of iodine. I'm not sorry, I'm thinking of iodine. Anyone knew anything that there's B12 in it. But turns out there's not only one, but 3 bioavailable forms of B12. So take that, that's what I'll put the link down there to their page. And actually, let me link also to, let me show you our website, Happy Healthy Vegan. That's our shop right there. Let me just go to our main website because I'm an affiliate partner of Clean Machine. I want to mention too, they're a fully vegan company. I reached out to them. I dig their stuff. So, faves. Oops. Oh, that's my old Clean Machine coupon code. Let me put the link here to get my coupon code. All right. So, yikes. Here's the link to my coupon code. So I think you save like 10% on anything on there. But that's how I got my B12. There's 3 forms of bioavailable B12. Also, I use nutritional yeast all the freaking time. We order big tubs of it from Amazon, pour it on so many foods that we make. Usually most of my milks, my plant-based milks, are fortified with B12 too. So I'm just kind of getting it all throughout the day basically. So yeah, not a problem. So anyway, cool. Thanks for asking that one. Do I use any superfoods daily? I consider, not to go back to it, but I honestly consider I consider this stuff to be a superfood. I mean, I don't like take superfoods, but I really consider lutein or duckweed to be a superfood. If you see all the, let me see if I can pull the nutrition facts for it out here, and zoom in. I mean, those are, that's just, that doesn't even tell you all the stuff and all the, where, well, this just shows you right here a lot of the vitamins and minerals in it. You got omega-3s, you know, you got zinc, magnesium, iron, calcium. I mean, and I got it because, you know, got a rich amino acid profile too. It's just, to me, that's like a superfood. I mean, if you're into like David Wolf type superfoods, you know, for lack of a better comparison, I'll take the Pepsi Challenge comparing Clean Machine to any of that stuff. I really will. I mean, it's hard to find a more like nutritionally packed plant than duckweed. So, okay, any questions here? Let's see, what's this long one here? Do I think veganism is a personal choice? I mean, killing animals shouldn't be a choice because there's a victim involved. I'm not sure if I fully understand the context of your question, but if I understand it right, I mean, considering that, yeah, it's in order to eat non-vegan, by definition, there's intentional killing and unintentional killing too, like byproduct, you know, like combine harvester, that kind of thing. But yeah, there by definition must be intentional killing. When you're eating vegan, there is no intentional killing. In fact, there doesn't even have to be like combine harvester or other like unintentional forms of killing. So considering you can choose a way of eating and living that doesn't involve killing other sentient beings, yeah, to me it seems like a no-brainer moral decision. Why would you want animals to die when you don't have to have animals to die? And not only just to survive, but to thrive and be healthy, and it's better for our environment in virtually every single way imaginable, including greenhouse gas emissions. So I think right now in 2020, it is a moral decision whether you decide to eat a diet that's actively killing animals needlessly and more hastily destroying our planet. I mean, not to be a complainer or whine or anything like that, but I mean, these are really important issues. Like, we have a planet to be able to live on. So I hope I answered your question there. I think that's what you're asking for there. So have I been happy about the election results? You guys hopefully know where I stood on that. I felt it was time to have a different leader in charge, one that's not going to, say, take us out of, like, say, climate accords with the rest of the world, not go on TV and, like, say just all sorts of crazy stuff that makes us look like, you know, like, anyway, yeah, we needed change, and yeah, much more relieved today than I was, say, like a week ago. Great question, Peter. Why are not all environmentalists vegans? You know, because it's really hard for them to justify being, you know, they're trying to save the planet, they're concerned about the environment, yet they're eating a diet that causes more greenhouse gas emissions than any plant-based or vegan diet could ever cause. So yeah, it seems like if you really cared, if say let's assume you're an environmentalist whose pretty much primary concern is to prevent our planet from having runaway climate change, and knowing that animal agriculture is the number one cause of greenhouse gas emissions, it seems like you'd have to make that commitment, even if you didn't want to. Say you loved all your meat and crap and all that stuff. Seems like you would be forced to. If you were a true environmentalist, how can you be a true environmentalist and say, you know, I want to save the planet, but I'm really not going to do all that much to, you know, as far as my life goes, changing it goes. Let's see. We talked to B12 there. Let's see. Let me get some water. Ooh, comments just flying by so quickly, y'all. And yeah, I got over 100 people on right now, almost 110. So if I'm not seeing your comment, it's my bad, but I'm trying my best. There's a link in the chat there to Streamlabs. You can leave a super chat tip there. They don't take a cut of it, and there's some cool animations that they do. And they'll even do speech to text. The computer voice will read your message if you donate over $5. Or if you don't want to go through all that, there's the regular old-fashioned YouTube super chat thing down in the, that $sign down there. And either way, it'll get your comment right in front of my face. I'll see it, so you don't have to ask a bunch of times or get frustrated with me. All right, so let's see. Iron Gamer, I should really check out what Venus has been doing. John Venus returning to vegan. I mean, you don't return to veganism from being a hunter, like being a vegan and then quitting it for the stupidest of reasons, and then going hunting and boasting about how you're going to do it and looking forward to your new life as a hunter, and then all of a sudden a month later, I'm vegan again. That's not vegan. That's something else. I don't know what it is. I don't think there's a name for it yet besides inconsistent and dumb, but that's not vegan. You're not going to see Earthling Ed or Mike the Vegan or Vegan Gains or me and Angie or Vegan Zombie, Joey Carbstrong, those annoying vegans. You're not going to see any of us going out hunting animals and then go vegan again after that. That's just not what. That's just it's just ludicrous. It's and to come back and say, "Oh, I'm vegan now, guys. My bad. Just kidding." I have to see his videos. I've made a point not to watch them, but I have to admit I'm getting more curious by the day. So maybe tomorrow I will check it out and make a response video. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. John just likes the attention. I'm sure he does. It's kind of a dumb way to get it, if you ask me. It's just a way to lose credibility and not have people take you seriously. But whatevs. Hey, Vetchko, what is up? Gabriel, I haven't seen that conspiracy that in the meat eating community that you can't get vitamins from plants. I mean, that's just easily refutable. All you have to do is look at the USDA's nutritional database, which Chronometer pulls from. Just type in any plant and you'll see what's in any plant. It's just crazy. I mean, what world are they living in? What reality are they in? Because it ain't this one, the shared objective world of truth and fact. These are easily things you can easily check and just debunk in seconds. So I mean, that's not even worth responding to. That's just crazy, silly. Hey, Crunchy Curly, I haven't seen you in a while. How's it going? Did I see Lifting Vegan Logic's video about John? To be honest with you, I haven't watched any of the videos about John. The news, hey guys, I'm vegan now. I haven't watched any of those yet. So I should watch Richard's Lifting Vegan Logic. I know who he is. And maybe I'll do a response video tomorrow, assuming things aren't crazy here tomorrow. So I'm kind of curious. I am personally curious now what's up with John. I thought he was just going to make a dumb video. Hey guys, I'm vegan now. And then, oh, just kidding, I'm not anymore. But if he's serious now, it's been a couple weeks since you guys first started telling me. I guess I will give it a look-see. Let's see. Decibio, how do I handle people who don't trust modern institutions like the FDA, the American Heart Association? Well, I mean, here's what's up. Here's why most of these people, the vast majority of people who don't say objectively verifiable information like the USDA, the FDA, or the World Health Organization, United Nations. You know why? Because they're on the side that's wrong. The side where the facts don't support their beliefs. I've debated people like this. I've talked to people like this, say, oh, I just don't trust science. I don't believe in science. Why? Because the science the science actually refutes what they're saying. So they're only move left to say, oh, science sucks. What I say is really important, but all these scientists and research and all that stuff is just complete nonsense. You can't trust it, but you can trust me, some guy that has no credentials or experience of any kind. But yeah, that's it. It's a move. It's a tactic. It's a strategy that people intentionally use. They pull it out when the facts, the data don't support their wacko beliefs. So yeah, that's it. That's what I think about them. It's like, yeah, how convenient. Of course you have to take that point of view because what you're saying is so ridiculous. There's no support for it, or at least very little. So let's see. Thank you, the Dark Vegan and Peter Cunnington, for leaving super chat tips there from over on Streamlabs. Links down there. We still haven't had anyone do $5 or more to hear I made a new animation, and I still left the trap song, and I was checking the other ones. That one's my favorite. Let's see what you asked there, Peter. Patrick Baboumian from the Game Changers. Yeah, hopefully you've seen that already. It's on Netflix. Is going to be at UK Vegan Campout next summer in England. God, man, you guys are telling me Russell Brand's going to be there. Damn. I wish I can go to that now, man. It's really starting to sound pretty cool. Thing is, I don't think they'll let us in from the United States unless something happens here, because we're banned from going to everywhere because we have the highest the world's biggest COVID-19 problem. But cool though, thank you for sharing that. Peter, are you gonna go? Are you gonna travel there from Canada? Yeah, you're in a pretty you guys have it way more under control than we got it here, so I assume you'll be allowed there, but things can change. We'll see how that goes down. And the Dark Vegan, cool. Thank you for your super chat tip. Thanks for letting me know that we are an inspiration for you. Cool. That's one thing we mean to do here is to inspire you with fun and facts and food and just lifestyle and good times. So thank you guys for saying that, sharing that with me. Okay, so Peter, you're not allowed there right now either. Cool, but yeah, things can change. What month is it going to be in, Peter? If it's like the later on in the year, but I guess it can't be too late because it'll be cold in England. It's probably going to be like July, August. Things could be different by then. We'll see, huh? We will see. No one knows exactly. Let's see, Jerem. Any tips on helping my family go vegan? I don't have any good tips because my family's not vegan. I'm getting kind of sick, sitting down to eat with your family. Let's see. Every night while everyone is eating roast. Oh man, I feel for you. If you have to actually sit down at a table with them. I mean, you're not going to be, if you have to sit down with them, I mean, that's cool that you're doing that, but yeah, you're not going to be able to change a bunch of people, to eat how you want them to. So I guess you can just hope for, minimize strife, minimize conflicts with them. Hopefully they're being cool to you, not giving you a bunch of crap, oh my god, why are you vegan for? You want to turn into some kind of woman or sissy or hateful comments like that. Hopefully they're being cool to you or at least neutral to you. Yeah, I mean, that's like you can hope for, I guess, but they're probably not going to listen to you, is the bottom line. People don't want to listen to other family members typically when it comes to dietary change. That's my experience. You can sneeze in the turkey, says Travis. I guess you can do that, huh? Have Angie and I watched any good films lately? Let me think. We just saw that one on Apple TV, the On the Rocks, the one that Sofia Coppola directed. What's her name? Rashida Jones is the star. Bill Murray. That was pretty cool. It wasn't didn't change my life or anything, but we enjoyed the hour 45. I was fine. Don't want my money back or anything like that. That was cool. Matt Divot, thank you for your super chat tip there. What are you saying? Great channel and also a great band. Love Spirals. Thank you. Well, you're the double appreciator fan there. Thanks so much. Yeah, that's one reason why we haven't been making as many videos lately. First of all, Angie's been just headfirst finishing the book, which I tell you we might go off to the printers tomorrow, and I've been working a lot on music lately too. I showed you guys a trance remix I was working on. I'm working on a song right now, a cover of a famous band. We'll see if it really works out how I think it's going to work out, but thank you guys. Yeah, why is Super Chat not making that dinging sound? Let me go see what's up here. 1 second, guys. See what's going on. Let's see. Let me check out one thing. It was making the sound earlier. Oh, I have an idea. Let me, this could do it. This button here might do it. I'm going to send a test here. It's going to look like someone sent me like a huge donation and they didn't. So, let me see if this does anything. Okay, did you guys hear a ding right there? Let me know. It said, someone sent me $7. Let me if you guys heard the ding there. because I heard it through my headphones, but that doesn't mean that you guys heard it. So let me see if you guys heard it. Yes, you did. Okay. So I tweaked a setting here, and let's see what that does. Let's see if it works. Yeah. It could be a bug. I don't know. There's two ways the volume can come out of Streamlabs, so we'll see if that did it. And you're deaf. I'm sorry about that. Doesn't mean though when one of you guys do it, it'll necessarily ring. But I'll back the volume down a little bit so it doesn't kill you guys. So we'll see. We'll see. Always learning something with all this live stream stuff. Nancy, Jay, I like what you said there. Your family's not vegan either, but occasionally you fix a nice big vegan meal and invite everyone to join you, and usually they oblige by joining me. I should say that's what happens with us too. Often, like you're like I know who asked that question earlier. You're sitting there every day. It sounds like eating with your family. For us, it's like on like holidays, like special occasion kind of things. We'll just bring our own food, and they're always checking out what we have because they know it's really delicious because Angie makes it, and they'll end up like trying it out and digging it. So we usually bring a little bit more than we can personally eat ourselves and share it with everyone. And that's one of the best ways to be an ambassador of veganism, sharing great tasty food. What's this trippy chill? Are you joking with us? A chicken is not an animal? Yeah, delete that. I mean, a chicken is not a mammal or an animal? Are you kidding? Then what is it? Is it like a robot? I mean, what are you talking about? Is it a plant? I mean, it's an animal. Has eyes, ears, nose, a mouth, a face, a brain, a mother. It eats, it poops. What is it then? I mean, it's not a robot. It's not like a Roomba or something. Come on, get serious. Let's see. Yeah, whoever is trolling us, you have one. You got to be cool from here on out. I'm Anya. Tracy's Anya. No trolling. This is a troll-free zone. That's why I like having moderators, so we can just do our thing here, live stream, without anyone just like being bogus. Danielle, have I seen a difference in my athletic ability since becoming vegan? We've got to remember, I've aged 10 years since becoming vegan, so keep that in mind. And the sports I've been doing over that 10 years, kind of shifts and changes over time. But I'll tell you, when I was 43, when I went vegan, I wasn't slam dunking a basketball, and I was playing basketball back then. But I'm doing it in my 50s, and I'm not saying veganism made me slam dunk or anything like that, but training hard for a long time and eating vegan, it got me to where I wanted to go with that goal. I'm trying to say, watch Game Changers. I think the big point of that movie is forget the little experiments and all that stuff they did. They're cool and interesting, but it's not true science, really. They're just like they're for the dramatic effect. But my point is, like Game Changers, the whole point of that movie is to show you that eating a plant-based diet, even a vegan diet, will not prevent you from performing at the highest possible athletic abilities that you are capable of. The food won't get you there alone. I'm never gonna be as athletic as LeBron James or something like that, or anyone in the NBA or college D1 ball. I'll never be like that. But I'm saying, if they're eating that diet, they can still do what they're doing and perform just as well, if not better. And I can do what I'm doing at my level and perform well, if not better. Okay, Trippy Chill. I thought you were the one that was saying that chickens are not animals or something like that. Cool. If you didn't feel good as a vegan, I'm not sure why. Usually, I don't know if we have time for you to go in your whole eating history there, but me personally, being vegan 10 years and having a YouTube channel and conversing with literally thousands of people in that time, I will tell you, 99% of the people that I've talked to and learned about who didn't feel good when they were vegan were doing something really weird with their vegan diets. They're either eating some strange thing that they thought, ooh, this is the best way to be vegan. They weren't doing just how we eat, just a whole food based, sensible, balanced, appropriately planned vegan diet, as the American Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics calls it. Often people who are not feeling good were calorie restricting or just doing hardcore juicing or fruit eating, like fruitarian, raw, whatever, just doing something kind of like on their own, freelancing, think they were doing something like really cool and cutting edge when in fact they were probably harming themselves. I really haven't met too many people who eat just a regular, balanced, sensible vegan diet who've made that claim. Yeah, when I went vegan and ate a bunch of rice, beans, potatoes, and bananas and legumes and vegetables, and I felt horrible. I can't recall, honestly. I've met a lot of people in my days as a vegan. I can't think of anyone who has said that. I'm sure someone has. I'm not denying that there's not people like that, but I have met many of the other kinds I just described, though way too many to recount here. Havocs, feeling like you're going to vomit when eating vegetables? Well, just don't eat those vegetables that you don't like. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, when I was not vegan, my mom would give me vegetables that I hated. I didn't realize at the time, like, oh, those were just ones I still hate to this day. You know, like, I'm not a big fan of, like, say, bell peppers, especially green ones, But, give me some steamed broccoli or spinach and I'll just swallow that stuff down like I'm Popeye, So just find stuff that you don't find gross. That goes on for any food on any diet. Let's see. Do I think an entire potato diet would be good for you, Peter? No, of course not. I mean, I don't think you'll die on it. We saw Spudfit do that for a year, and he says now he wouldn't do that again. He just did it to make a point. But yeah, I mean, why? That's the whole thing. Why restrict what you can eat as a vegan? Because veganism is not a restrictive diet. We just don't eat animal products, but that leaves hundreds of thousands of other edible plants that you can eat. So why take out whole groups of foods like raw people? I won't eat anything that's not a fruit or a green. You're like, how come you can't eat rice or legumes, potato, stuff like that? So yeah, I don't understand making veganism restrictive. The broader your diet is, the bigger, the wider the spectrum of nutrients you're taking in. So, people say, oh, vegans can't get nutrients. Well, you might not if you're not eating a wide diversity of foods. You're getting too much of some and not enough of others. So just eat everything that's plants, just go for it. What's wrong with other foods? Let's see. You like green bell peppers, blacklit? I don't like them much, to be honest with you. I just never have. And it just kind of got me more into the red bell peppers a bit more. Let's see. Paul P. Hard charge from keto to vegan about 3 months ago. Cool. So what are you thinking so far? You're still relatively new. What are your thoughts? Curious. I'll make sure I'll follow you, Paul P. Yeah. What are your thoughts? And just anything, energy, mental, physical, stomach, digestion. Just kind of curious how you feel 3 months vegan, and was it kind of weird for the first couple weeks with your microbiome, not used to eating so many plants? Just kind of curious what your experiences have been like. Peter, you love garlic and onions. Again, garlic and onions definitely do not disagree with me whatsoever. Trippy. What do I think about being vegan in cold climate? What's the difference? Well, I'm just asking you, why would that make any difference? You can still live in Iceland and go into a grocery store and walk out with a bunch of fruits and vegetables and legumes. I'm not sure how it would make a difference in a cold climate. In fact, it's great. So you can get the oven on real hot and warm up the house that way. Harder to grow year round. I mean, if you're growing your own food, I guess that's an issue, but most of us are plugged into a food distribution system that comes from, beyond your own backyard, So I'm not sure why that's a problem. In fact, a lot of stuff is dried too, like rices, are stored. You can keep those, in bags for a long time. Legumes, you soak them or rehydrate them, what have you. I guess, yeah, your fruits and veggies and stuff like that, need to be a little bit more fresh than that. But then there's frozen vegetables, frozen peas, frozen corn, all that stuff. So there's really nothing preventing one. I don't see any reason why I know people that live in cold climates that are vegan. I'm saying there's nothing incompatible whatsoever, particularly if you're connected to the global food distribution network. or just even a national one. A lot of countries are long, latitude wise. Maybe if it's cold and not so great for farming in the northern latitudes, they're shipping food from their southern latitudes. JR, I'm gonna put you in timeout, bro. I just told you I'm not best friends. You're asking about people I've met. Really, I can count them all on like a couple fingers. And does that make me best friends? Like, if I run into someone a couple times, I haven't seen any of these people in like 5 years, that makes me best friends. You have a weird definition of friends. So I have more best friends than I can count, because I see people over and over and over again, especially in the vegan scene. I see them at all the vegan pop-ups and festivals, at least I used to when they were happening. So I have tons of vegan best friends, and you're a really bizarre, unique way of defining what a best friend is. Let's see. Peanut butter powder. I saw a question about that, Lee Smith. I get some on Amazon. PB2, I think it is. I'll, order that, a couple of tubs of that every, 3, 4, 5 months or so. It usually lasts a while. PB2. It's at many supermarkets. I've seen it. Yeah, most of the cool markets around here. But yeah, I'm just lazy. I'll just order on Amazon. Rafael from Portugal. Wow. Wow, it must be super early there, Rafael. You must be an early riser, or you partied all night. Which is it? Let us know. Hey, Groovy Lisa. Good to see you, Groovy Lisa. Just letting you guys know, with 123 people on right now, if I'm not seeing your comment or question, don't get mad at me. I'm trying my best. You can leave a super chat tip down there, hit that $, or the link in the chat there to Streamlabs, which I learned from Vegan Gains. They don't take a cut. YouTube takes a little cut. And Streamlabs will do some cool stuff. It will read your text aloud. I think. Hopefully I got that working right. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, I'll let you know. Or you just can ask again. Or if you just want to leave a super chat tip just to express thanks and gratitude, that's totally cool too. All right, so what else you guys want to have any questions for me? Cody, let's see. You're perfectly content eating a can of beans. I wish I knew the context of what you're talking about there, but I'm with you there, Cody. I'm perfectly content eating a can of beans on their own. I used to do that sometimes after running with my running club. I would park at Whole Foods, and they would meet across the street. Afterwards, I'd go back in, or sometimes I'd buy it right before. I'd just get a little, not a can, but a cardboard thing of like chickpeas or something like that, and go outside and just kind of drain the water out and just down the chickpeas, into my mouth and chew them and stuff like that. I could just eat legumes straight, if that's what you're talking about. Germany, Vegan Vulture. We just a minute ago had who was it from Portugal? So I guess we're getting some of the some early rising Europeans. So welcome. Thanks for joining. I wasn't expecting too many Europeans to be able to join us tonight because of the hours, And like I said, either you're early rising or you've been partying all night. So either way, thanks for spending a little bit of time with us here in the United States or in California. And Gabriel's in Australia. I know, usually when I come on, it's a pretty good time for people in that part of the world, in Australia and Asia. So thanks for joining too. No, you don't want to see me play guitar, guys. I was playing a little bit last night. I realized I kind of suck right now. It's all relative. My level of suck's different than maybe yours, but not tonight. Seriously, I haven't been playing much over the past couple weeks, so not feeling it right now. Just everything seemed like a struggle yesterday. Angry Vegan. That will happen when monkeys and pigs fly. So I'm not going to bother answering that because, monkeys and pigs aren't going to fly. Let's see. Mexico. Buenos noches, Christian. Yeah. What part of Mexico? Hopefully I'll see your answer there. Would I ever run for office again? Love from San Francisco. Yeah, I'll think about it. I'm glad my race is over. My part of the race ended in March during our California primary, and the race for Long Beach City Council is over now. The election was on Tuesday. It's November 3rd, and the person who won here in Long Beach for my city council seat is the person we didn't want to win the worst possible candidate whatsoever, some just handpicked lackey buddy of the mayor's. Got like hundreds of thousands of dollars from like the police department to get her in there to keep their funding up, because the police department here takes about half of the city's funding. It just sucks. There's so much bad things. So we got to think about what to do in 4 years to get her out of that seat. It's going to be tough to unseat an incumbent, but I've learned a few things from my race, and if I can implement what I see that needs to be done, I'll go for it again. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to, but you never know. I'm going to, stay available and make myself, keep myself known here in Long Beach politics now that a lot of people know who I am, and we'll see where we are in a few years. What did I have for breakfast today, Almighty Awakens? I had 6 bananas in my smoothie with a little bit of Clean Machine Green Protein and a little bit of their Clean BCAAs too this morning. Put that in there sometimes. Yeah, Leah Long, most people don't realize that in a typical city, the police department gets around, it could be a little more or a little less, but it's a ballpark, around 50% of the entire city's budget. 50%. I mean, that's crazy amount of money. I mean, the fire department doesn't get that much. How come the police department gets half of the city's budget? That's crazy amount of money. It's like, as I said before, it's like cities exist. It seems to have a giant police department take half the money. It's crazy. So anyway, yeah, research that. See what it's like in your city. That's what it's like in Long Beach and many cities around here. So anyway, let's see. Ellie, best weight loss tip? Hey, veganism isn't a weight loss diet. I want to make that abundantly clear. Despite what some of these other influencers like to say, veganism is not a weight loss diet. There's nothing inherently calorie restricting about veganism. You can calorie restrict as a vegan. I'm not suggesting it. You can calorie restrict as a non-vegan. So you can get in calorie deficit many different ways, but veganism is a moral philosophy. But if you want to lose weight, my best tips is high carb, low fat, next to no oil, and make sure you're physically active to really, maximize what you're trying to do weight loss wise. You're not going to get it all happening by sitting on the couch doing nothing. But Tracy, our moderator here, she lost about 80 pounds eating how we do, how Angie and I do, high carb, low fat, next to no oil. So it worked for her and her husband too. And I don't think they were doing a bunch of exercise at the time too. So that said, veganism's not a weight loss diet, but you can, if you have weight to lose, assuming you had like Tracy did, it can be lost without you really changing anything much about your life other than eating, kind of tweaking your vegan diet to be a more certain way, more, high carb, low fat, low oil. Trippy Trill used to watch. Thanks for a super chat tip there, by the way. You're in Canada, looks like. Used to watch all the time. I never got a chance to support us. Thanks for the continuous inspiration and for a happy and healthier world. Well, thank you there. Hope you used to watch us all the time. We'll keep watching us. We haven't gone away. We're still here. I know people advance on to new trips. I get that. I'm not bagging on you or anything like that. But yeah, keep watching. We're still here. And we're trying to make it fun and exciting and change things up for you. So, yeah. Thank you. Matt, yes, I have heard of Autumn's Grey Solace. They were on the same label as we were, Project Records. They kind of were, as soon as my first band, Love Spirals Downwards, kind of ended in about 1999. Yeah, they came on a little bit after that. I never met them or anything like that, but I know exactly who you guys are talking about. I don't remember their names personally or anything like that, but yeah. What, you know them? If you know them, you should know Love Spirals Downwards and Love Spirals. Let's see. Johnny Bravo lost 30 pounds when you first went vegan in the 7th grade. That's so awesome, Johnny. You went vegan in the 7th grade. You know how ridiculously cool that is. I wish I didn't even hear the word vegan until I probably graduated from college or something. I mean, that's awesome. So, things are different, back, when I was in 7th grade. There's no internet or anything like that. I mean, gosh, vegetarian was as crazy and wild as it could be back then. Let's see, Blacklit Hist. Okay, you are a teacher at a university. You do health and fitness Fridays. You educate students here about plant-based foods and exercise many students gravitate towards, but it's too hard for them. Oh, too bad they're finding it hard, because it's really not that hard. It's hard at first because you will have to change a few little things in your life. Instead of like the go-to meals that these students or any person that's not vegan is used to having, you just need to find these new go-to meals. So it'll be like a little awkward transition as you find some go-to meals and, figure out if you need to go to fast food or restaurants, which ones are cool or safe. But once you get that down, it's easy. I don't consider my life a burden or it's hard being a vegan or anything like that. It's not. It's just normal. It's just easy. It's no big deal. Yep, Gabriel. Yep, you got it. Being vegan isn't hard. That was one of your big misconceptions. I mean, yeah, it's just hard in the sense you just have to change. Like, say, just if I were to travel to like somewhere I've never been before, like say China, I'm sure that would be really difficult because I wouldn't know the language and I wouldn't know where to go and eat. But once I, figured things out after a week, it would probably be pretty easy, But at first, you're gonna have a weird week of what the hell's going on. It's gonna seem like your whole world got turned upside down. But, after a week, it's cool. I mean, that's what it might not be even that hard to go vegan. It's probably harder for someone to go to China and not know the language and figure out how to eat and stuff. It's probably harder to go to China than it is for someone to go vegan. You probably figure out going vegan quicker and more easily than going to China and trying to figure out what's going on. Weird. I never thought of that thought experiment or story before. I just made it up, but yeah. Ellie, is veganism good for high cholesterol or help with it? Yeah, you're not eating foods that contain cholesterol. You're not eating flesh, which contains cholesterol. However, there's one caveat a lot of vegans aren't aware about is saturated fat, which often most sneaks into vegan diets in the form of like coconut oil, coconut fats, and saturated fat is a very potent raiser of LDL cholesterol. So as long as you're not eating foods that have a bunch of coconut oil and saturated fat, yeah, it's a fantastic diet for people needing to keep an eye on their total cholesterol and their LDL. Yeah, you're not eating foods that have cholesterol in them. But yeah, watch out for saturated fat. Trippy, how many instruments do me and Angie play? I play, stringed instruments, guitars, basses, stuff like that. A little bit of piano, keyboard, synthesizers. I can bang some drums. I can keep a beat, I kind of get around the typical, musician instruments, if you will. R883, you treated yourself today. Your pizza had chili oil. Yeah, I mean, it's not like we avoid oils. We got a pizza yesterday to celebrate the good news and everything, the world scene here. Yeah, our pizza had some oil. I didn't care. It's cool. We have it once in a while. It's no big deal. Yeah, we just don't cook with oil in the house. But yeah, when I get food from elsewhere, it's got oil. I'm cool with it. If you're a heart patient, though, you might want to think about that a little bit more strongly. But yeah. Let's see. Black Lit. You live, okay, yeah, I saw your university teacher. You live in a small town in Mexico. I can't even pronounce that. Where they don't have vegan restaurants or alternate foods, not even vegetarian restaurants. I see what you're talking about. But I mean, Mexican food, at least here in SoCal, is some of the best vegan food out there because it's so easy to veganize as long as they're not putting lard in the beans or rice or anything like that, because rice is rice, beans, frijoles, and corn. I mean, these are staple foods for making tortillas and burritos and all the great veggies that go along in Mexican food cooking. So it's basically a matter of making sure they don't sneak the lard into any of those products and just not putting like the fried meats and all that junk into whatever you're making. Just make whatever they're making and just don't put the meat in. Don't put the queso and all the cheese in. It's, it's as long as they're not putting lard in food, it's pretty easy to make some really wonderful Mexican vegan meals just by getting ingredients that are already out there. I guess it'd be helpful to know the language really well if you have to ask questions, which you should as a vegan, like ask them, is there lard in the stuff, and figure out which restaurants are cool and which ones aren't. Oh, Brighton, UK. Hey, Jen. I'm cool. I'm excited. We're getting more Europeans on tonight than I thought I would have. Maybe gosh, are you guys just waking up really early? I've never gotten up that early. It's like 5 in the morning in a lot of Europe right now. That's awesome. So Blacklit, you do tell them that all the time. You used to live in Portland, Oregon, and the Mexican restaurants were some of the best. You know what I'm talking about. Here in the West Coast, some of the best vegan food you can find is vegan Mexican food. So yeah, as long as you can find people making rice and beans that don't put lard in it, you're gonna be set, or pretty set. You still have to be careful if you don't know or trust the place. Man, there's some. Yeah, I remember we went to Las Vegas a couple years ago. Ate some really, really good vegan Mexican food. But yeah, there's really great vegan Mexican food all around the West Coast here. Let's see, Tame Impala. What's that dude that plays bass? I haven't heard too much of them. A little bit I've liked. So thanks for reminding me. I should check out more of their stuff actually. Thanks for reminding me about Tame Impala. Thanks, Tracy. Thank you, Tracy, for piping in there why oils are kind of like why I don't prefer oils to eat oils. It's exactly, and I hardly ever say that word too often. It's exactly the same analogy as what sugar is to carbohydrates. Oils are to fats. That's a processed, refined food where everything else has been stripped out, and it's like empty calories, like what sugar is. You're getting the calories of the carbohydrate and nothing else. The nutrients are all gone, and that's essentially the case with oils too. At least all the carbohydrates and fats are gone. I guess there's a few nutrients left in there perhaps. Might be a little bit better than sugar in that regard, so it's not a perfect analogy. But yeah, thanks, Tracy, for explaining there what's going on with oil. And personally, I just don't like foods that are really thick and rich in oil. I just don't feel great after an oily meal. I don't feel like I want to go do any exercise, or my brain feels not that awesome. Brain fog. It's not vegan brain fog, it's oil brain fog. So those are my personal physical and mental effects from having too many oily foods. I notice this when I go out, say I'm at a vegan festival for a few days and I'm eating their food. That's because I know what my baseline is, how we eat here. Then I go out and I'm traveling and I can't wait to get back home and eat our foods, is what I'm trying to say. Oil's cool when I'm out. I deal with it. I accept it, as I'm trying to say. Coexist with it, but it's not like my preference. Yeah, Tracy, thanks for adding that to healthy fats from nuts, seeds, whole food fats, eating the whole plant, that has fats, avocado, I eat these pretty much on a daily basis, some kind of nut, seed, or avocado. Amory, I don't count grams or macros really. You're asking how many grams of fat do I strive for in a day. I think when all is said and done, if you average out my food over a week or a month, I'm probably getting about like maybe 70-ish% of my calories from carbohydrates. So the other 30%, comes from fats and proteins. I'm not sure exactly what mix. Might be kind of even, 15-15. That's my educated guesstimate of my macronutrient breakdown. Matt, what do I think of TVP, textured vegetable protein? Man, I'm trying to recall dishes that Angie has made with TVP. I'm having trouble right now, so sorry I can't answer that question there. Let's see, what did I just paste there? Let's see. So hang on one second, guys. I don't think I pasted the Streamlabs link there. I don't know how long I've been doing that. Here we go. If you want to send a super chat tip there, make sure I see your question, or you just want to give some love and gratitude, you can give a super chat tip down there in the Streamlabs link in the chat there. They don't take a cut, or you can just leave one on you through the YouTube methods. They take a little cut. It's all good, but I'll see your question. I'll answer it for sure. But you don't have to do that. But it's one way to make sure I see things from you, because it's 122 people watching right now. Do I watch Derek, 7 Day Nutrition? I watch him once in a while. There's no one I really watch all the time, to be honest with you. But I know who Derek is. Yeah, I think he's a cool dude. I'd like to collaborate with him sometime. That'd be rad. Let him know if you're watching. And he pops on sometimes. He's a I think probably, occasional viewer of the show. He's been, I've seen him pop on for years, so that's cool. What else you guys asking about? Hey, Big Squirrel Nuts, always good to see your crazy name pop up on the screen. Yeah, things are going all right. Thanks for asking. Almighty Awakens. What if you have extra virgin olive oil every day? What if? I don't know. You guys could tell me what if. Probably nothing horrible is going to happen to you, I imagine. You guys can answer for him down there. Oh, Johnny Bravo. Hey, you got on Streamlabs. Thanks, Johnny. Do I watch any non-vegan channels? Yeah, I watch a few. I watch a lot of YouTube that's not part of the whole vegan world for sure. I watch people who are into like other things I'm into, like say surfing or basketball, filmmaking, video editing, guitar playing, just guitars, gear reviews, stuff like that, amps, guitars, effects, producers, stuff like that. I just kind of watch a little, and lately, because I've been building a home gym, guess what YouTube has been suggesting to me on a daily basis? Home gym tour, how to build a gym in your one-car garage, how to build a gym in your home, low budget home gym construction or tips, so I don't really need to watch too many more, but I am tempted, so I'll take their bait and click it, see what they're doing. And thankfully, I have Tracy, the moderator, here too, who set up a home gym. She's been helpful too. I just texted her today about getting some resistance bands in our setup here, because there's a few exercises I think which would be really where I'd greatly benefit from having some bands. So I might be ready for bands in my not so distant future. So yeah, I watch all sorts of stuff, guys, and I watch vegan stuff too, obviously, I kind of watch a wide, diverse amount of stuff, and I have a few political people I watch too on YouTube. Favorite lately has been Brian Tyler Cohen. I don't know if you guys have heard of him. Yeah, watch all sorts of folks on YouTube. Yeah, Matt, I was thinking about Olympic rings. I'm not sure if I'd really use them much for maybe except dips or something like that. I'm gonna start with bands first as some accessories to throw into my squat rack. But yeah, I saw Vegan Gains use his Olympic rings. But I'm gonna probably do the bands first. Marissa Jimenez, you just bought our ebook. Thank you, and we'll have a new one soon for you. The Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook that Tracy the moderator has been so awesome helping Angie out with. Let's see. What'd you say? You can really tell you guys put a lot of work into it, and it looks awesome. Thanks, Marissa. And I have, speaking for Angie here, Tracy knows. Tracy's read through the book, helped her edit it and proof it. Angie's put so much work. I think this book is way more planned out, thought out in a really systematic way. It just makes even more sense, and I think there's more useful recipes than even in Keep It Carved Baby. Recipes that are easier to make. I think you guys, if you like to Keep It Carved Baby, you're gonna really love Angie's Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook. So yeah, like I said, that's probably going to the printers tomorrow. Fingers crossed, So hopefully we'll get that into production this week and get some copies within a couple weeks' time. We'll see. Almighty Awakens, are Oreos vegan? Last time I checked, Oreos are accidentally vegan. Yeah. Let's see. Brina, you met us at LA Veg Fest 2018, right at the start of your journey. You were so kind and nice. Thank you. I can't thank you enough for your videos helping so much with your vegan journey. Thanks for letting us know that, Brianna. Thanks for, yeah, that's, we love Veg Fest, SoCal Veg Fest, LA Veg Fest, and a few other ones we've been to too, like San Diego had one a while back. But yeah, Veg Fest that's why we don't have meetups anymore, really. We're just getting used to like meeting people at Veg Fest, and just having thousands of people to hang out with if they're all attending a Veg Fest. Produce Not Pills, does Angie have a workout routine since the lockdown? Not really. Her workout routine's really been altered, from the lockdown. But yeah, she's getting out there into the home gym. She's really digging the battle ropes, doing some barbell exercises with me out there, like spotting her and stuff like that. And yeah, I think So get some bands. You'll probably be able to do a few more exercises in there too. It's the iBobby Woodstock Fruit Fest. Did we go? We went one time. We went in 2013, and I'm glad we did. We made a lot of connections, a lot of friends that I still hang out with to this day. Like hang out online, like say Benaniac, and who else do I chat with from time to time? That's the only one that comes to mind right now. Maybe I don't know that many people still after that. So anyway. Again, if you guys want to make sure I see your question with 120 people on, it could slip past. The link is there, in the chat there. Streamlabs, they don't take a cut. Learn that from Vegan Gains. Or just leave one through the YouTube super chat method. It's all good. And I'll be sure to answer your question. It's the hour and 15. All right. Be on a little bit more. I'll be on a little bit for, won't be on too much longer. I'll stay on for a bit more for sure. I'm going to make sure I can help Angie out with dinner. I think we're going to make a stir fry tonight. She's in the tub right now. She's been working hard past 2 days finishing the book, and she's dirty. All right, Johnny. All right, thanks for joining us. I know it's late where you're at in the East Coast, so I'm glad you can make it again, Johnny. You're always, you're regular here. All right, let me get a little more water here, get hydrated back up. Let's see. Dark molasses, good for increased iron. Yeah, a lot of foods have iron. I wasn't even aware that molasses was a higher iron one. So thanks for sharing that there, Shaw. Let's see, produce not pills. Thanksgiving, yeah, we're not gonna. Usually for Thanksgiving we go over to one of someone on Angie's side, like one of her sisters will host a family gathering. Not this year. I don't know what they're doing, but we know we're just gonna stay put. We've got a pot pie, a vegan pot pie on order from a local vegan baker here in Long Beach. Hopefully Angie's got that going. I'll follow up with her, make sure that's happening, because that'll be happening pretty soon. So that's her plan. That's going to be like the basis, the centerpiece of it all. And just have something here on her own. Go out next year, yeah? Let's see. You want some stir fry? Harley Tin Man, if you can zap over here on the teleporter, you can have a bite for sure. Let's see. Wow, so many questions flying by. Just kind of making me dizzy there. Hey, Sean Cope. Good to see you, Sean. Yeah, you just must have come on, huh? I haven't seen you all night. Good. Thanks. Good to see you, and thanks for joining, Sean. Australia. Yeah, Gabriel. Yeah, Thanksgiving, I don't know. I'm not sure what the true origins of it are, if it's based on a massacre. I mean, the way the story goes is that the indigenous Americans and the settlers from England got together in some kind of like peaceful harmony and had a meal together. So I'm not sure if that's true or not, but it's just basically a time to just take a little pause with family and just be thankful, no matter how challenging of a year like this year or not, just be thankful for what we've got, So that's kind of what Thanksgiving is on its own, and without getting in too much of the, possible histories of its origins. Multiplayer video games. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your names there, Asada. We used to play a few, but nothing right now. I mean, our favorite one probably was like Diablo 2 and Diablo 3. Then after that, World of Warcraft. But World of Warcraft sucks because they charge you like $14 a month or something like that. With two of us, that's like almost $30 a month just to like play an old game, So we stopped paying. But yeah, we don't have any really big favorites right now. Yeah, you agree with me, huh, Leo? That this year's been too much. So still, even in a crazy year like this, hopefully most all of us should be able to find, take a moment. Us Americans doing Thanksgiving can find something to be thankful about. Trippy trip. What do I know about palm oil? Not a whole lot. I know there's some issues of it being unethically harvested. Orangutan populations are in danger in some methods of palm oil, coconut palm oil harvesting. Am I right there? But that being said, they're not all the same. Not all is harvested in that horrible way. Just like with any food or product. So it sounds like there. Last I did a video about this a few years ago. There were some certifications that were coming on to certify they were harvested in not those horrific manners. So if anyone knows what's come of them, if those are out and about, let me know. Let's see. Castle Wolfenstein 1.0 is free to download, huh? I don't think that'll work on a Mac, or will it run in a browser? Let me know if it's like one of those things that runs in like Chrome or something like that. But yeah, I have Macs here. I don't believe they ever made a Castle Wolfenstein for the Mac, if I remember right. Let's see, Preston Gills. What made me go vegan? It was simple, just realizing that animals didn't need to be killed on a daily basis, continual, every day killing of animals in order for me to eat them in order to live. Once I realized I could live off plants and not only just get by and survive, but actually be quite healthy and thriving, to me, personally, just seemed like an absolute logical no-brainer. It just seemed like a win-win-win. Like, I don't like harming animals. I never did, even when I wasn't vegan, so like, why intentionally choose a lifestyle which necessitates harming animals? And once you go vegan, you learn more. It's more than just not harming animals. It's a win for the environment. The United Nations has ranked the vegan diet the most greenhouse gas friendly, climate change friendly diet out there. It's great for your health. It's great for the animals. It's just a win, 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 win. There's nothing negative to be said about it, other than just like maybe the inaction that people have to the resistance to actually trying it out, because it's really not that hard, especially now in 2020. It's so easy to be vegan right now. So that's why I went vegan, and that's why you should go vegan. Think about it. If you care about having a habitable planet for us and our children and their children and all animals and their children to live on into perpetuity, it's a good decision. If you're want to be healthy, if you're concerned about like maybe I won't get enough nutrients or anything like that, no, that's not a problem. 10-year vegan here. I've been putting my blood tests on. Vegan diets, at least properly planned vegan diets, not like ridiculous ones where you're just like eating juice all day or kale all day. Properly planned vegan diets have been said by, after reviewing the scientific literature, that the American Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics said that vegan diets are healthful and adequate for people in all phases of life. There's absolutely nothing nutritionally lacking about veganism is what I'm saying. Is it expensive? It can be, just like being a non-vegan can be expensive if you go out to fancy restaurants and buy fancy ingredients. But I mean, what's expensive about the foods that we eat every day? Like, legumes, rices, all grains, potatoes. What am I forgetting here? These are some of the cheapest foods you can buy. You can get a sack of potatoes for like $10 or less. You can get a 20-pound bag of rice for like $10 or less. Greens, put some greens and veggies on there. You can get a 40-pound box of bananas for like under $20. So yeah, being vegan can be expensive if you're buying expensive packaged foods, but if you're not going that route, if you're just buying the basics, the fundamental foods, the whole foods I'm just talking about there, it's actually, I can't imagine a diet that's less expensive than eating those foods I was talking about. Lies, you're a kale mission? Yeah, kale's cool. I'm just saying, just don't eat nothing but kale or anything like that, JL, yep, rice and potatoes for dinner. We had something like that for lunch. We had a soup that Angie made that was made out of potatoes and beans, cheap and delicious and filling. Let's see. Just making sure, if you want to make sure your comment gets read, I'll make sure the link to Streamlabs is down there. And if you donate more than $5, you will hear a text-to-speech. So the computer will read your super chat question aloud for us all to hear. At least I hope it does. We'll find out. Yeah, I'm getting hungry again, guys. I guess that's what happens. Just working all the time and getting hungry. Let's see. All right, any good questions right now? Let's see. Is it okay? It's first grade. Is it okay to skip nuts and seeds as a vegan? Let me ask you. It's first grade. Hopefully, I'll see you at the follow up to this. Why would you want to skip nuts and seeds as a vegan? Are you allergic to them? I mean, if so, like every last nut and seed, I'm just kind of curious. As a category of food, why would you want to eliminate a perfectly fine, healthy, whole food category like that? Just kind of curious. I've never even thought like, gee, maybe I should never eat nuts and seeds again. And there's great, yeah, omega 3s. If you're, you should be concerned, especially like ground flax seeds, omega 3s are plentiful in them. Why would you want to not eat nuts and seeds for as a vegan or just even as a non-vegan? Why would you want to eliminate an entirely perfectly fine, healthy food group like that? Just curious. You forget to eat nuts, Leah? It's cool. Just have some handy wherever you grab food. If you have a certain part of your pantry, get them. I set them in there so you see them. Yeah, I always like to have some kind of nuts or seeds every day. Okay, laziness, forgetting to fit them in. Well, okay, at least you're not like trying actively. I know some people that do, believe it or not, that don't want to eat there's some vegans that think nuts and seeds are bad. But yeah, just try to build that into your daily habits as best you can. Like I said, put the food in a high traffic place where you'll see them. Leave them out on the kitchen counter, your bedroom, wherever you're going to see them at. Put them by your couch so you can snack on them. That's something Angie's done before. Pour some nuts and seeds in like a little bowl. Leave it by the couch so you kind of munch on them. But yeah, nuts and seeds. Yeah, don't eliminate them from your diet is what I'm saying. Yeah, raw pumpkin seeds, otherwise sometimes known as pepitas. I used to eat those all the time. They're high in iron. Yeah. Yeah, word out to Alex Trebek. Sad to hear of his passing today. Man, seen a lot of episodes of Jeopardy in my day. I'm sure a lot of you guys have too. Yeah, sad news. Let's see. Entirely honest. What do I think about nuts and seeds grown in China? Yeah, if I can, I prefer not to get nuts and seeds from China. It's kind of a last resort, and typically it's not a problem here. But yeah, pumpkin seeds sometimes can be hard to find, that are not grown there. But yeah, typically that's my last resort. Here in Canada, it's almost impossible to find, pumpkin seeds not grown in China. So I think that's just like a thing. I think China's like gone hard into the pumpkin seed market. But yeah, look around. Maybe you can find a place that has an American or Canadian sourced one if you can. Let's see. Cool. I'm glad you enjoyed me answering your question. They're entirely honest. I mean, we're lucky. I saw your questions there with all the people. Yeah, if I'm not answering your question, ask again or just leave a super chat. The link's in the chat or down below if you want to use the YouTube one. It's all good. Streamlabs is cool. YouTube is cool for leaving a super chat. I thought I saw your question earlier, Gabriel. Thoughts on the last David Attenborough doco? Inform me about that. I'm not familiar with the name off the top of my head. Should I know that name? And is it what is the doco in question? Almighty Awakens, do peanuts cause bloating? Hey, I'm not a bloating specialist or anything like that. I don't really look for that. But as far as I know, I don't bloat when I have peanuts. I mean, maybe really salty ones, you'll just because of the salt content, but peanuts on their own, I've never heard of them being a bloat food, and I've not experienced bloating with peanuts. Hey, Spencer Walker 21. Thanks for the old school YouTube super chat tip there. What are you saying? Not a vegan, but you enjoy my debunking videos. Suggestions for keto vegan snacks. Cool. I'm glad that even though you're not vegan, you enjoy watching my debunking videos. I try to do my debunking videos in a way where I'm not attacking someone personally. I'm not attacking their looks. I'm not attacking, anything other than what they said, their logic, their facts. So I try to keep it respectful in that regard. So I'm glad you appreciate that. I don't, I just don't do that. Maybe once in a blue moon, it's pretty rare, never say never. But suggestions for keto vegan snacks. I mean, I personally don't like seek out like snacks that are low in carb and high in fat or protein or anything like that. So I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I mean, I guess, nuts and seeds would be a good call if you're trying to keep your carbohydrate content down. But yeah, I'm probably not a great person to ask about vegan keto, because that concept to me, I just don't really understand vegan keto, like the reasoning behind it. Like, what do they hope to get out of vegan keto that they wouldn't be able to get out of just like, whole food plant-based diet? But let's see. Tofu and soy? Yeah, I guess, huh? Those are higher in fat and protein. Yeah. Yeah, nuts and seeds. Shoot, what else? I don't know. That's not my area of expertise, unfortunately. Angry vegan. Do I think it's more socially acceptable to mock vegans than other groups? Oh yeah, we see it all the time. You guys kind of know what it's like to be a minority. Those of you who are not like a person of color, like myself, I'm mostly Chinese. So this is one way you guys kind of understand discrimination and bigotry if you've never experienced it before in your life. And you're lucky if you haven't, because I haven't throughout different times of my life. I guess for me, it's like old news. When I went vegan, I started getting some hate and bigotry crap from people, just, judging you completely, just based upon some idiotic fantasy of how they think I'm eating and what my beliefs are and stuff like that. Just total prejudice. So yeah, it's true. I think it's we aren't looked upon yet. It's like a minority, and we're just like what 3%ish, maybe 3 or 4% tops of the United States population. So we are a minority, and it's really easy for people to pick on us because we're such a small group. Let's see, the David Attenborough doco, Our Planet. I haven't seen it. Where's it at? Is it on YouTube or Netflix? I'll try to remember. Let's see, A Life on Our Planet. Okay, destruction of our natural world. He asks people to go more plant-based at the end. It's on Netflix. Oh man, I don't have Netflix right now, Gabriel. Thanks for pointing it out though. Remind me when I get Netflix again. We'll probably get it at some point soon. But yeah, we had gotten until December 3rd at least HBO Max, so we could watch Seduction, which is about the NXIVM cult. We like watching shows about cults for some reason. I think we like seeing all the full narcissistic, sociopathic personality attributes on display by the leaders, because that's one thing I've learned. Anytime there's a cult, you can find a narcissist / sociopath at the top pulling all the strings, running the show. So anyway, I saw the last episode came out. Actually, we finished it, actually. We binge watched that. We're watching the one on Starz right now, too. So yeah, if you guys are into shows about cults, check it out. There's on Starz and HBO, 2 separate but related documentaries about the NXIVM sex cult. Yeah, even watching about The Vow. Yeah, what a loon, huh? Yeah, and if you're really into it, there's a 4-part series. The final episode came out tonight on Starz, so I think Angie and I will check that out tonight. Jeff Sturgis, what's the biggest trigger that made me go vegan? Well, it wasn't a trigger, Jeff. I told the story earlier. It's just the realization that I had the choice every day to choose, the water there, choose a lifestyle that did not entail animals needing to be killed meal after meal, day after day, in order for me to keep living. And the other choice is to not be vegan and just keep having animals die for me, but needlessly. That was the thing. I think maybe the trigger is that needless part. It's not necessary. You can just eat plants. Just eat plants and be healthy and thriving. That's, I guess, the trigger. To me, it just seemed like a no-brainer. Why would I choose, consider I love animals, why would I want to choose animals dying for me? How am I so awesome that animals need to die for me? No. So that was it. It's needless. You can just eat plants and not have to kill like tens of billions of animals annually for people to eat. Can we do a hoodie spool string for Happy Healthy Vegan? It'd be kind of expensive, but I'll think about it. Let's see. Spool string, fave guitar pedal. Not a pedal per se, but my favorite pedal purchase of the year was the Strymon Iridium, the amplifier speaker impulse response pedal. That's totally changed how I can play at night, how I can record in stereo. Loving that thing. Gosh, I wish I got that when it came out. You know, it hasn't been out that long, but that's been my favorite music gear of the year so far. Yeah, if you want to make sure I see your question, let me leave the link down there to Streamlabs where they don't take a cut from the donations, or you can just leave a super chat tip via the normal YouTube methods. All good. Entirely honest, well, I'll keep in mind a HHV hoodie, but to be completely honest, we're kind of late right now to get a new product out, you know, designed and produced for the holidays, and for winter for that matter, you know. But that's a good idea. I would wear one too if we had a HHV hoodie for sure. Yeah, especially now I'm wearing like a Pink Floyd hoodie right now. Larry Bourne, any thoughts about John Venus going back to vegan? You know, I've been avoiding that entirely, but you know, it sounds like he's still doing it, so I'm kind of curious now. So I'm going to go probably tomorrow, assuming all hell doesn't break loose here tomorrow. Like, weird, who knows what can go wrong. I'm going to probably check out John's videos, and if it's worthy, do a response video of John leaving vegan for all these crazy, dumb reasons that made no sense, and then turning into a hunter and going hunting, or at least going on a hunting trip with hunters, killing animals, and all of a sudden, hey guys, I'm vegan now. You know, so I want to see how that all works out in his mind. How, hey, my bad, yeah, I'm vegan. I want to see what he's saying. I'm kind of curious. Let's see. Yeah. How old am I today, Ryan? Parth, I am 53. Almost 53 and a half. Like at least 53 and a quarter. A solid 53 for sure. Same age as Joe Rogan. Where's my water? Here it is. Nope, Jeff, I haven't been able to get any of my family members to go vegan, unfortunately. Let's see, Tommy, question about Trump got more votes than he did in 2016. Shows you he plays to his base very well, which is kind of frightening that so many people, in my mind, were either excited about or at least okay with, racist crap like, Kung Flu, all that nonsense. It's kind of disheartening to know that so many people are fine with that kind of not so kind racial type comments, amongst others. That's the one that hits me personally, being Chinese. I'll show that. Gabriel Joe Rogan, like it's not pick on Joe Rogan's looks or anything like that, but yeah, he doesn't have a youthful vibrance. I love it when the haters like come on and say, "Oh, you age so rapidly as a vegan. You look like you're 70." I'm like, okay, so Joe Rogan and Sean Baker, they were all born in 1967 along with me. So you're saying if I were to hang out with those guys, I'm the one that looks like 20 years older than Joe and Sean? Like, really, you guys are lying, full of crap. Why is Joe that weird red shiny color? It could be how the film is color graded, but I don't think so. I think he's, not to say he's an alcoholic, but he has that red face, that you see in alcoholics. I'm not sure what's up with that. It is kind of weird, but I'm not gonna make a video about that. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Blacklit. I'm glad you enjoy the live streams. All right, let's do a last super round of questions here, and I'm gonna get going and join forces back with Angie and get our stir fry going before it gets way too late. The good thing is, yeah, it's not gonna take too long to get the rice going, since we'll be making it with white jasmine rice, which cooks really quickly in the pressure cooker. I think it takes not counting the warm up, the heat up part, but 4 or 5 minutes. What do I think about green powders? Oh, if you're talking about green powders, there's only one green powder for me, and it's this stuff here, the Clean Machine Green Protein, which is I put in my smoothies all the time. So that's my thing. You know, if you like green powders, I don't, I don't do it because it's a green powder, but that's something I have on a daily basis. Let's see. What time do I eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner? It changes every day, Bauhaus Cure, but typically breakfast. Ooh, I got to get out of this bright, shiny screen here. Is after my my workout, I'll exercise, and then have a smoothie. So that's kind of my order there. Hey, thank you there. Is that you, Jamit? I didn't know you were in Australia, Melbourne. Lockdown mostly over. Cool. Yeah. I was reading how Australia was doing a lot better than we have been doing here. So cool. Yeah. Even though we were never really on like a proper lockdown, but cool. Good to see you, Jamit. You just came at the end here. Because I'll be going in a little bit here. Bauhaus Cure, you guys seem to eat dinner late. Hey, it's all relative, I got up around 11 today, so if I have dinner, what time is it right now? 8:46. If I have dinner like at 9:40 or 9:30, it's really not that bad because I still, be up for another like 4 hours, or so, go to bed around 1:30 or so. So I was tired. I think we've been really tired. So we got a little extra sleep this morning than on a normal day. We don't always get like 9 hours of sleep, but it's cool. Melbourne. Didn't I say that? I said Melbourne, like a very American. Melbourne. How's that? Melbourne. Leah Long, you're so hungry again. Those Gardein nuggets didn't do that much. Yeah, have some more. Make some more Gardein nuggets if you got some more. Would I ever do an ayahuasca ceremony? Yeah, it's possible. I don't like how they've gotten really trendy and stuff like that because I knew about ayahuasca like, in the 90s. How many YouTubers you've seen that have done their ayahuasca ceremonies knew about that like 25 years ago. But yeah, I might, I'm not seeking it out or anything, but I'm not like opposed to it or anything like that. Yeah, Bauhaus Cure. Yeah, if you can get a day where we can sleep, it just kind of worked out for us today. I don't know how it happened. Like there were no gardeners or anyone constructing. Those are the things that'll wake us up most often. Trash trucks, nothing like that. The cats weren't bugging us too much, so we kind of slept in. We just kind of took it. We knew the weather was crap too today. It was like raining and then windy, so we knew we weren't going anywhere. We knew we weren't going to try to rush to farmer's market or anything like that. So we just slept in, why not, Top 3 music influences. The Cocteau Twins, Pink Floyd, and maybe a toss-up between Fleetwood Mac and 07. Two totally different decades or millennium there, actually, to be honest with you. Just throw that out there. Yeah, leaf blowers are the worst. They gotta get banned. At least have some electric blower or something like that. Those gas powered ones are stinky, they're loud, and all they do is move the crap from the neighbor's yard into mine. And I don't have a leaf blower team come through here, so the crap just ends up in my yard and looks bad. So it sucks. It's an arms race. I got to get my own leaf blower and blow the crap back over to their yard. Hey, Jamie, second time being able to catch a little of my live stream. Good thing you caught me because I'm about to leave here. Let's see what you're saying here. Are you in Europe? Because, yeah, I know it's early morning for you guys. So cool. I'm glad you caught me here. Yeah, awesome. Let's see. Gulshi, you're 55, having vegan from last 6 months, lost 60 pounds. Everyone says I'm looking like a dried twig. When does the weakness in face and body get over? When I'm starting looking healthy? Many things. I wish I could see what your face looks like. What could have happened is, I know this happened to both Angie and me, like early in our YouTube careers. If you look at our early videos, our faces are more sunken. It's because we weighed less then. I would say, by my own judgment, we were a bit underweight at the time. So yeah, it's just a fact. The more fat you have in your face, and the amount of fat you have in your face is kind of a function of overall body fat, and for some people it stays longer. It's the last fat to go. Some people it's the first fat to go. It depends. It's just genetics. But I'm saying, yeah, the more you weigh, the more fullness you'll have in your face. Like, if I look at when I was most overweight, I had huge, giant, puffy cheeks and stuff. So I kind of like where I'm at right now body-wise. I think this is a nice sweet spot for me. Well, I don't have a sunken face. I have a few more pounds on, muscle and fat, whatever, I think it's a good, healthy appearance. So, but maybe you got some other thing going on there. All right, a few more questions. I think Angie's going to be getting out of the tub soon, and we will be making some dinner. So what else you guys want to say before I go? Yeah, protein on pills. Yeah, everyone would say that because most people now, the vast majority of people, over 60% of people in the first world are either overweight or obese. About a third of Americans are overweight, and once you add on the obese people, that's about 2/3 of Americans are overweight or obese. So yeah, I would get that crap a lot. Like, oh, you look so undernourished, or it's like, no, I'm just like, I have a healthy body mass index. I know I'll have big puffy cheeks and all that stuff, which is normal. It's normal to have big puffy cheeks from being over. I'm not bagging on that. I'm just saying people's standards of what is like a normal person is someone who has a BMI of like 28 or 9 or something like that. Yeah, and there's genetics too, entirely honest. You have a friend has a healthy BMI, super thin, but healthy BMI but super thin face. Yeah, that happens too. It happens. Yeah, I said genetics is a role there too. Let's see. That's a good point there. T Tribby. Yeah. If you're over 50. I am the recommended daily amounts for protein are higher than someone half our age. So yeah, I would say make sure you're getting sufficient protein for your age, as I'm trying to do now too. Gabrielle, people still make jokes about being vegan, vegans being weak. You're a martial arts instructor. Yeah, just tell them to watch Game Changers if they think vegans are weak. If they think they're stronger than the Tennessee Titans, I would love to see these people. Yeah, Tracy, you're damn right. No need to eat meat to get protein. I mean, all plant foods have protein, and some plant foods have tons of protein. Some have less. But yeah, if you're really concerned about protein, just eat certain foods that have tons of protein in them. Not that hard. Okay, cool. Entirely honest. I think this is a good point to end with your nice good night, Ryan comment there. I want to say thanks to Tracy again. Tracy's been pretty much 4 hours last night, maybe 3-4 hours on Zoom with Angie, helping Angie edit the final proofs of her next book, the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook, and a couple more hours today. And here she is with me for an hour and 47 minutes moderating this live stream. So give big kudos to Tracy. Seriously, thank you so much, Tracy. I don't know what we'd do without you. Seriously, you've really helped us out so many ways. You rock, and I don't know how we can ever fully repay you for all you've helped us out with. So thanks so much, Tracy. Yeah, it's been a big HHV weekend for Tracy, huh? So yeah, maybe tomorrow, guys. Here's our plan. I'm gonna look over. First, the most important thing is to get Angie's book to the printer. So that's the goal for tomorrow, is talk to our printers and get the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook sent over there to the vegan printer, and try to get that out to you guys soon. Definitely next few weeks. So that's the highest priority. So that's why I haven't been making as many videos, but I'm going to check out the John Venus situation. I really want to see what he's been doing as a vegan, because you guys keep asking me, and you've really got me curious now. I was trying to resist as long as I can, but I guess I have some weakness and willpower there. So I'll check that out, and if it looks worthwhile, I'll do a John Venus response video, see what he's up to. So anyway, guys, if you have any more ideas for me, you can always send us a message at Ryan Lum on Twitter, Happy Healthy Vegan on Facebook, Instagram. Those are more Angie's things, especially Instagram. But follow Angie, Happy Healthy Vegan on Instagram. I'm Ryan Lum Rocks, RyanLum Rocks on Instagram. So follow me there. It's my personal account. It's really small, like 780 people follow me, something like that. You see my photos, my workouts, stuff like that. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. And by the way, come to our store, happyhealthyvegan.org. I'm too lazy to paste it, but if you want to check out our store, we have all our merch in stock, happyhealthyvegan.org. I got it right here. I forgot I made a little a little cheat sheet here for me to paste a link to our store. We have all our t-shirts in stock right now, and pretty much every size stocked us up for the holidays. So be sure to get them before we like blast it out and tell the world, hey, holiday t-shirt sale, anything like that, which I don't think we're gonna have. Anyway, guys, I'm starting to ramble, like a certain former president. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go, and I'm gonna go make some food with my talented and charming and beautiful wife. And I will see you guys back in a live stream soon. I didn't hit my goal of 3 this week. I did 2, just squeaked one here at the end, but I will try to get 3 next week. Yeah, thanks, Tracer. Remind me at that link I put down there for Shop.Happy Healthy Vegan. Keep it Carb Baby, Angie's old book, half price for the ebook because we're all out of the print book. It's half price, $6.50. What a steal! All right, guys. Much love to everyone. Again, thanks, Tracy. So much just love and thanks to you. Thanks for helping us out. Really appreciate it, guys. All right, I'm gonna go and party with Angie, guys. All right, peace. Much love.